Fish keeping tips for beginners, part 1. What size of aquarium should you buy? Hello and welcome to the hobby of aquarium and fish keeping. I am Richard and this is Fishing Nature. So you want to enter the aquarium hobby but you don't know where to start? You came at the right place. Today we will be having a fish keeping tips for beginner series and we will start with what is the size of the aquarium that you should buy. To answer that question, you must answer these 3 questions first. Number 1 is, what kind of fish or fishes do you want to keep? Number 2, do you have enough space for the aquarium size requirement of the fish that you want to keep? And number 3 is, how much are you willing to spend for that kind of fish or the setup of that kind of fish? So let's start with the question number 1. What kind of fish or fishes do you want to keep? When you go to your local pet store, you will see that most fishes there are small to medium size. But always remember this, not all of them will remain small or medium. Some of them may grow up to a monster fish. So you better ask the pet store staff or owner on how much that fish may grow. Or you can ask Google. Just type the fish that you want to keep and ask for the max size of that fish. For small to medium size fish, we have this 1 inch per gallon rule. What is the 1 inch per gallon rule? For example, I want to keep a fancy guppy, which can grow, let's say, around 1.5 inches. So if I want to keep 10 guppies, I need to have at least 15 gallons aquarium. Let's give another example. Let's say I want to keep a fancy goldfish, which can grow from 8 inches to 12 inches. Let's say on average, they will only grow to 10 inches. So I need to at least have a 10-gallon aquarium for 1 goldfish. So if I want to have 5 goldfish, I need to have at least a 50-gallon aquarium or more. So that is the 1 inch per gallon rule. For monster fish, the 1 inch per gallon rule is not enough because you also need to consider the swimming space of that monster fish. For example, if you want to keep a silver arowana that can grow from 36 inches to 48 inches, if you follow the 1 inch per gallon rule, it will tell you that you only need a 50 gallons aquarium, which has a dimension of 36 inches only by 18 inches, the width of that aquarium by 18 inches. So you can see, let's say your silver arowana will only grow for 36 inches. The 18 inches width is still not enough for that arowana to swim properly. So you need to have at least 48 inches aquarium by 36 inches by 18 inches aquarium for that arowana to swim properly. That's around 150 gallons aquarium. You can still use the 1 inch per gallon for the how many fish that you can keep. Let's say it's a 150 aquarium. When you follow the 1 inch per gallon rule, you can keep at least 3 what happened to my finger? 3 arowanas. Or if you want to keep only 1 silver arowana and you want to keep another community fish or other fish that you want to keep, for example, Oscar or any fish that can be paired with arowana. So for example, the max size of the fish that you want to pair with the arowana is around 10 inches. You can put at least 10 pieces of that 10 inches fish in that 150 gallons aquarium together with the silver arowana. So that will only apply on how many can you put. Again, for the 1 inch per gallon rule, that will only apply for the small to medium. For the monster fish, the 1 inch per gallon is not enough. You will only consider it on how much or how many can you put in the aquarium. But you must consider also the swimming space of the monster fish. For the second question, do you have enough space for the tank size requirement or aquarium size requirement of the fish that you want to keep. Again, if you want to keep an arwana, you need to have at least a 48 inches by 36 inches by 18 inches. That's around 4 feet by 3 feet by 1.5 feet. So if you have enough space for that, then you can keep a silver arwana. Now, if you want to keep, let's say, 9 to 10 pieces of goldfish, you need to at least have a 100 gallons aquarium which has a dimension of 72 inches by 18 inches by 18 inches. That is around 6 feet by 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet. So if you can only provide a 3 feet by 18 or 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet aquarium, that's a 50 gallon aquarium, you can only keep 5 goldfish. So if you want to keep 9, 10 or more, just follow the 10 gallons per goldfish rule because it will follow also the 1 inch per gallon rule. If you have a limited space, you can choose smaller fish that can be kept on a 15 gallon aquarium or less. Let's say a betta fish can be put in a 5 gallon aquarium that is around 16 inches by 8 inches by 10 inches. Or you can choose guppy or zebra danio. So for the third question, how much are you willing to spend? The budget for the aquarium setup may depend on the design of the aquarium and also the size of the aquarium and at which country do you live. For example, here in the Philippines, if you want to set up a bare bottom 10 gallons aquarium with no design at all, only aquarium and filter, it will only cost you around $30. But if you want to have it designed with a low-tech planted aquarium, it will cost you around $100. You see the difference? $30 for the bare bottom, $100 for the low-tech only. It may cost more if you wanted to have a high-tech planted aquarium with CO2 setup. Maybe it will cost around $200. Maybe, depends on the design that you want. Again, it will depend on the design. Bare bottom, you can keep fish there, but if you want more design, the more it will cost. So, as I said earlier, also the size will affect. If you want to set up a 75 gallons aquarium, bare bottom 75 gallons, again aquarium and filter only, it will cost you around $300. You see the difference between the 10 gallons, only $30, so it's times 10. But if you want to have a 75 gallons low-tech planted aquarium, it may cost you around $1,000. You can see the difference, so you must decide whether you have the budget for that, for the equipment and the things that you need for your aquarium. So for the things that you need, let's discuss that to the next video. So that is how you will determine the size of the aquarium that you should buy. Again, know the fish that you want to keep and know the requirement. And if you have the space for the requirement of the size of the aquarium that you want to keep, and if you have the budget for that kind of fish that you want to keep. So if you learned something today or if you have questions, kindly type it in the comment section and we will try to do our best to reply as soon as we can. Kindly click the like button and share this to your friends who wants to start or enter the aquarium hobby. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will always be updated for our latest uploads. Until next time, enjoy the hobby.